Hello, how you doing? Danny DeHick here. Let me play my theme music. It's my theme music to my podcast, but I'm using it for my YouTube channel. Why not? I had an unusual one given to me over my desk today, and I listened into a YouTube video of two Aussies. Now, I'm a New Zealander, and Australians are what we call over the ditch. One thing I can't stand, we really like Aussies. They're like our brother and sister country. But when I see Aussies involved in a scam, it just horrifies me. And to my disbelief, there's two Aussies trying to get you into the latest and the greatest scam, and it's called Super.One. It's a sporting betting app, and you're guaranteed to lose. Now, I'm no expert. I may have some of my facts wrong. I may even pronounce some of people's names wrong, but I want to give it a go at warning you and showing you the research I've found on this scam just in a couple of hours, and it's all right in front of me, and let's get started. So first thing I want you to do is just have an eye at the...
Whenever you're ready.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you...
So that's Natalie. I'm not going to go into her last name, but she's an Aussie, and I'm going to do a little bit of research on her in a minute, and I'll introduce you to the other fella who's also about to show you a wonderful presentation.
You are dialing in from. Big warm welcome we've got everybody from all over the globe with us this afternoon. So I'm really excited. I'm Natalie Bradley. I'm here in Perth, WA, and I'm really excited to be on here this evening with amazing David Cole, who's going to be doing the presentation for you guys, presenting the Super.One opportunity.
So another opportunity, another person that's super excited about what they're about to tell you. So let me introduce the people who are actually running this thing first. So first of all, I found this information on YouTube. Somebody gave me a link, and they don't want this on social media for some reason. Well, hello, it's on social media now. So the first thing I did is I found Natalie, and Natalie just looks like, you know, the normal loving mum who's got involved in multi-level marketing, and she's probably at home trying to figure out how to make a bit of extra money while hubby's out working. I don't know. I'm even trying to find the, I'll have to hit the back button there. No, I can't find the back button. So this must be her album, phone, friends, about. Normally you can go onto the feed and find things. But funny enough, I couldn't find her friend Dave as her friend. Oh, here we go. This is the timeline. So, you know, maybe a soccer mum. Good on you, Natalie. I'm sure you're a lovely person and you just got involved in something you haven't really researched. But the honest truth of it is, I thought I'd do a wee bit of research on you. So I noticed that Natalie is involved in Arbonne. Now, Arbonne makes me laugh my head off. I used to have an ex-girlfriend, and she wanted to get involved in Arbonne. And the reason she wanted to get involved in Arbonne because she wanted financial freedom. And that's what this company provides, is financial freedom. You just need to go to all your friends, need to run things like Tupperware parties and sell products to people, and it's a little bit of extra income. And it's all pyramid scheme related, and it did cause a big bit of grief, but obviously this is not the first rodeo for Natalie. She's obviously been involved in network marketing, and a lot of these network marketers seem to be really proud with the fact that that's their living, and they think that's a legitimate way to make business. I'm just going to turn off my sounds and put myself into record mode so you don't get all those beeps all the time. Then I checked her out on LinkedIn, and she's an Arbonne independent consultant, regional vice president, whatever that means. Must mean she's way up there in Arbonne, and she's managed to get a network of people underneath them. And you'll find this happens with a lot of these multi-level marketers. Their databases, everything. So as soon as there's a new scam out there, they're onto their database and telling their friends about the latest and the greatest opportunities. So there she is on LinkedIn. Then I noticed on LinkedIn she had a few links going off to Facebook pages, and that was broken. And then I went to her link for her Instagram account, and that was broken as well. But however, I used the big search engine, oh my goodness, and I found her other Instagram account, and she's obviously got some training with Canva because she's got all these lovely little pictures, which is quite hard work when you're doing your Instagram account to get them all looking so pretty in uniform. She's got a nice dog. So nothing against you, Natalie. I'm not giving you a hard time or super hard time, but you are actually involved in a Ponzi scheme, and you are actually deceiving people of their money, even if you're not aware of it. Watch my video and see if I can help educate you. And I have messaged you on WhatsApp, and I've also messaged you on your Facebook. So feel free to reach out to me and tell me your point of view. We could all get together and do a podcast. The other one, I looked at her LinkedIn tree, and it's all about Arbonne. What is Arbonne? Join my Arbonne team. What is the 30-day challenge? Starting a 30-day challenge and discover Arbonne. So that's obviously where her side hustle is with Arbonne, and she's obviously now getting in. But as I show you in a few minutes, these presenters have also been involved in Hyperverse. So they've been burnt by Hyperverse and their funds are frozen. And then all of a sudden they've decided to find something else to start scamming people with. And obviously it is SuperOne, the new thing. Okay, so I found another Facebook page. So you get the idea. Just general Joe Blog, another user trying to get people involved and things. Oh, here we are. So if you look on the left-hand side here, you'll see all the links to those social medias that she needs to update because they're all broken. Oh, burpees. So then I did a bit of a search for Dave. He's our presenter today. And I found that he was also, let's connect with him. Let's add a note. No, let's just add, hopefully he'll link out to me. One thing I must say that is interesting is I got a message from this guy here, which I'll need to read the name out to you. Did that work? It didn't work, Danny. Let's try that again. 1 second, please, caller. It won't work. I can't read his name, but anyway, I did a video a wee while ago of Kalpesh Patel, who jumped ship, and I got an email from this guy here telling me that Kalpesh now is working with WeWe Global and has left them. So I don't know if that means, can you please take down the video you did about our Ponzi scheme, because Kalpesh has now jumped ships. He jumped ships only 2 weeks ago. How about that? Anyway, a bit of side information there. Let's not get distracted, Danny. It does happen. So Dave has got a page all ready to go. An exciting new opportunity coming soon, and you can reach out to Dave on his phone number. I've already searched your phone number, Dave, and I've also sent you a message. Thanks for giving me your phone number. It's really good. So then what really made me laugh is here's Dave. Looking at Dave. Hello, Dave. How you doing? And in here, you can see that he's been retweeting everything about the old Hyperverse and Hyperfund, and he's right into this multi-level marketing stuff. So good on you, Dave. And Dave's also got a Facebook page. He's got a meetup group. I haven't even clicked on that yet, so let's have a look at that. Now, meetup is a way that a lot of these Zoom meetings are actually promoted. So let's log in here and let's see if we can find anything. I don't know if I've got my password handy here. Let's have a look. No, wrong password. Let's go into that. Let's search for meetup. That one there. Let's go there. Oh my goodness, is that going to work? That's going to work. No, I'm not going to do that in a hurry, so forget I did that. But anyway, trust me, there will be an event on there that Dave's promoted, and they are running these meetings every hour, so they were telling me. So what else do I need to show you about Dave? Dave, here he is. Dave Cole, coach. Hi, I'm Dave Cole. I coach and train entrepreneurs and network marketers like you to harness the power of digital strategies to explore their business online. So good on you, Dave. Did a bit of research. So that's how far I got so far. Let's go back to watch the video together, and let's listen to Natalie entice you to get involved. And if you're wondering who the guy is behind my head, I'll explain that in a few minutes.
It doesn't matter whether you've had nothing to do with crypto or gaming or in that space whatsoever, or if you have been in that space, you are in that space and you love it, this is also for you.
Basically, anyone that knows how to pay these people money, it's for you.
You just want to come in and you want to be passive, you can do that. And whether you want to come in and build the community, you can do that too. And David is going to do a short presentation where he's going to explain all of that to you all, and all the opportunities which are out there for you. At the end, if there are any questions that Dave hasn't covered throughout the presentation, please feel free to comment in the chat box, and Dave or myself will cover those over for you. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Dave, if you want to take away and share this amazing, unique very different opportunity to all of these wonderful people.
Oh my God, I hate it when they say that sort of stuff. Now, I'm going to put timestamps in here so you don't have to watch the whole lot, but I am actually going to go through the horrible task of actually watching this with you, because I want you to understand that these are just reskinned ideas. And I don't even think I'm convinced to feel convinced to even think about in investing in such a thing. But it actually makes me vomit in a bucket when these people stand up here and tell you this is a unique, it's exciting, and it's a fantastic opportunity that you need to think about getting invested in, when they are really just around out for themselves to build their downline. And if you look at these people's lifestyles that they're living, obviously whatever they're into isn't working for them either. They're not super rich people, and that's what they're after. They're just hopeful that all you guys are going to sign up and they're going to get rich and they're going to live happy ever after, even if they have already been scammed by Hyperverse.
Awesome. Thank you. And yeah, welcome along, everybody. Just confirm that you can see my screen. Okay.
Yeah, I can see it, mate.
It's just I'm using multiple screens here, and so just make sure it's right. Okay. So it's my great pleasure to introduce everybody to the fandom and the metaverse and where that intersects with sports.
I think I'm going to shoot myself in the face the next time I hear the word metaverse or ecosystem. Okay.
And entertainment. So great opportunity. We're really excited about this. And hopefully by the time I get through this presentation, you'll be as excited as we all are. So what's the void in the space? Right now, there's billions of dedicated sports and entertainment fans around the world that don't have a game that is specifically for them. They don't have the opportunity to connect and share their passion, because we know fans can be absolutely crazy about the person they follow, the sport they follow, or the club that they follow. So this is where SuperOne comes into play. It's the world's first swipe to earn fandom metaverse. What does that mean? Very simply, it's a trivia game. Simple questions, answer left for no, answer right for yes. So it's a swipe and away you go. A basic game, 10 questions. First one to get them all right wins the prize. If they don't get them all right, or nobody gets them all right, it's the fastest one to get the most right. You can play your favorite category within sports and entertainment. And for reasons that will become obvious as I go through the presentation, the kickoff for this is going to be in the football area, but as well as that, we have entertainment. We have music artists, we have actors and other sports codes already. But why football? So Manchester United had...
Just going to interrupt Dave so you don't get too wound up in this presentation and think it's for real. This is not financial advice. And what is financial advice? Don't invest in Ponzi schemes or get rich quick schemes or anything involving with crypto and signing up. One real big thing that I did do with my 2 hours research on this is it's not opening in November, and there's a reason for that. I think it's November, is because they're trying to raise $10 million first. Yes, and if they don't raise the $10 million and get this out there, guess what? It probably won't ever happen and you'll never get your money back. And I've got a few people who've already had that problem.
It's a fan base of 600 million fans. I would recommend that 10% of those are absolutely crazy.
Every one of these Ponzi schemes is exactly the same. They always rattle off fantastic stats to overwhelm you with numbers. And all your brain hears is 6 million, 600,000, 125 million, 1 trillion users and all this sort of stuff. And your brain's going, oh, I'd love to be a millionaire.
And by that, I mean they know everything about the club, the players, the games that they've played. But look at the other football clubs on the screen and how many fans they've got. 500 million fans for Liverpool, 100 million fans for Paris, and 120 million fans for Manchester City. So massive.
And the other thing that really sucks, if you want me to carry on, which hopefully you do because you watch my YouTube channel, is a lot of these sports players and celebrities I've got wouldn't even know they're on this platform, and they're passing off their good names. They are looking like they are endorsing the activity of the scam. It's a dirty, rotten scam.
Fan bases, and all keen to let everybody know how much they know about their favorite clubs and their favorite players. The NBA, basketball in the US, 2 billion fans globally. Mixed martial arts, 500 million fans. And American football, 400 million fans. So the opportunities here are wide and they're varied, and they're going to cover every sport and every field of entertainment plus more. We could rise above the others to become the Hollywood icon of your world. We could test our knowledge around Daniel Craig, around
Elon's in there.
Elon Musk, or The Rock. Interestingly,
The Rock's a Kiwi, I think.
On Instagram, The Rock appears in the top 20 for the number of followers. He's eclipsed by Cristiano Ronaldo, who sits on the top with 450 million fans, all of his own.
Wow, that's incredible, mate. And you're reading that off your script, are you? I hate these people. Sorry, Dave, no offence, even if you are an Aussie. Like most Aussies, I do like most Aussies. I don't like scamming Aussies, though.
So let's talk about quick play.
Quick play! You've got to be into play.
Quick play, 10 questions, fastest one through wins the prize. There's a leaderboard. You can run up the leaderboards. You can see where your ranking is, but cash prizes as well.
And guess who you're playing against, ladies and gentlemen? Can you think who it is? Done some research on this, spent 2 hours on this. I know all about this scam. They use bots that just so happen to be faster than a human. And you can't win. You win you win at the start, of course, until you get hooked.
And that will attract a lot of people. A lot of games that we play now, yes, they might have a leaderboard and you get the cheers and the accolades, but no prize.
Now, while I'm interrupting, I'm going to keep doing this. Get this, which you don't tell you. This is not allowed to be public. It is invite only. So if you want to be a player, this is like casino stuff, isn't it? And promoting casinos or gambling in New Zealand is illegal. I was going to buy the domain name casino.co.nz. So I got some legal advice because I could buy it for $500. This is years ago. And I can't own that name because I'm not allowed to do anything in the world of promoting gambling. And casino is related to gambling. So I weren't allowed to buy it, didn't buy it. But I did some research and found out a little bit about it. This is very much the same. So my point was you cannot invite only. So this isn't allowed to be public. Now, Dave has said at the end of this video, which you'll hear, that he doesn't want this on social media. So this is a secret organization and a secret investment opportunity that they don't want on social media.
So here, opportunity to get prizes as well as show how smart you are. A battle royale. Lots of...
Question number 1, is this a scam?
Online games have this last man standing type battle. In this game, it will be a trivia battle. The questions will keep coming until there's only one person left that is still getting the questions right. The last fan standing wins the prize.
That is a bot. So we found out. A bot is going to win the prize. A bit like when Hypernation released their $100,000 NFT. And then when they gave it to Tron, he had to do a promotional video saying how wonderful Hypernation was. And then he was going to get the $100,000 NFT. But he wouldn't do it because he didn't want to endorse a company he knew nothing about. Never got his NFT, nor did anyone else who won that. I'll throw that in there. However, there was a guy, I can't remember his last name, but Roman. And he also won a big $200,000 prize on Hyperverse, and he did a smashing video about how wonderful Hyperverse was, and he must have got the $200,000 or $250,000 HUT, I think it was. Could be USDT. So anyway, side story. We're going to keep you up to date. Anyway, and 3 weeks ago, he was on the internet. He's even taken all his videos off now, saying that Hyperfund, Hyperverse, and Hibernation is a big scam, and so is SuperOne and Hyperverse and Hibernation were a big scam. And then he had something like 10,000 people look at his video like that, and then all of a sudden all his videos have come offline. So these companies who allege that somebody wins, it's all rigged because they only want the big people at the top to win these prizes. Anyway, I'll stop interrupting. Sorry.
And that prize, 10% of the jackpot goes to the person who's first.
Boom.
5% goes to the person who was the last one to fall out. And third prize is 2.5% of the jackpot. the top 20% of players will always get their entrance fee plus another 50% back. But not everybody pays to play. Some people will get the opportunity to play for free. But let's continue talking about the basic game. Bronze, easy, silver, medium, gold, harder. So this is around the difficulty of the questions. But just like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, it's not all, if you don't know, you can't get a go. You get 3 lives per round, you get 3 passes per round, and 3 freezes per round. And this is the great thing, because to get a pass or a freeze, you're going to buy that opportunity through the game, and that's where we profit.
Wow. Profit, the business side of it. Wow. Go, Dave. You're doing a really good job on this presentation. Really explaining it really good for the peasants. They're getting a really good understanding of it all. Thank you.
With that, the free-to-play game, if you want to get free access, watch an ad. The games will start at a predetermined countdown point. The number of people will continue to roll in. The prize pool will continue to go up. And when the game kicks off, we're away. So you want a free pass, you've got to swipe up, but you may have to pay 10 cents or 20 cents or 30 cents to get that pass. You want to freeze the game long enough to have a little bit of a think, ask your partner, or maybe if you're super quick on the computer, a quick Google. But I wouldn't spend too long, because it is still the fastest one to get through. But if you want to buy a pass or a freeze, away you go. There's over 150,000 NFT cards. What does that mean?
Means lots of people are going to get scammed if you don't listen to Danny to heck. Good time to tune into my YouTube channel and press that bell and give me a thumbs up. Helps these videos get out and stops lots of people getting scammed. So appreciate your help there, but lots of people are going to get scammed because there's a ScamDemic going on at the moment. And what I feel my job is to actually warn people as much as I can. So I've got people sending me scams left, right, and center. And the ironic thing about all of these people like Dave here is these are actually all ex-hyperversers who are now on to their latest things. And they've all been trained in the leadership meetings on how to scam people. But I'm your savior. Let me save you from all this stuff. And stop investing in scams. Find a product or a service and start using that to build your income. Invest in property or put money in the bank. Quick story. At the beginning of the year, not a true story, put $10,000 in the bank, right? Boom. Crypto takes a big dive. Boom. All the way to the bottom. Everyone loses lots of money. My $10,000 still in the bank. Did the bank give me any interest? No. But I do a bit of drop shipping. So let's just say I made $3,000. Made $1,000 profit. Put that $1,000 in the bank. Now my $11,000 is in the bank. I made 10% on my investment. Do you get where I'm coming from? Alrighty, I'm glad we had that conversation. Let's get back to Dave.
Each card will represent an opportunity within the game or a series of questions in the game.
Don't you miss out on opportunities, guys.
If you're the holder of that card, this is the business side, then there's a clip of the ticket coming through every time that card comes up. There's over 150,000 cards have been printed. There's
150,000.
Many, many more to come.
And many, many more.
We've only just touched the surface.
Now, I get people complaining that I don't do serious videos. How boring would this presentation be without some person like me being funny through it? Do you really want me to do serious stuff? Don't invest in this. This is a bad opportunity, okay? I wouldn't do it. I didn't get where I am today by investing in Ponzi schemes. Listen up, kids. Wake up to the opportunity that's been displayed in front of you.
Of the various different sports. Over 50,000 of them at this point in time have been allocated. But again, more coming on board. The Indian Premier League in cricket is being rolled out. The Indonesian football codes are being rolled out. And just a little fun fact, there's more European Football League fans based in Indonesia than there is in Europe. So anything you can think of in sports and entertainment, there's going to be an opportunity here.
What about snail racing? Because I'm really into, I like snails. We've got them in the garden and sometimes I line them up and I get them there and I wonder who's going to win. And I sit there for hours looking at these snails and I always wonder if there's actually anyone that bets on who wins snail racing.
for that, which makes an opportunity for us. But advertising, to get free access to the game, because we predict that 90% of the people that play will not want to pay, so they get to watch an ad.
Now, there's a new phrase that they've been rattling out lately is you got to pay to play. It's a new term that I hear bouncing around the internet a lot. So, yes, so that must be a new thing. They're trying to brainwash you. I don't think Dave's actually that professional, but not like Kalpesh and Keith, who have had NLP training, which is basically brainwashing techniques. But these presentations are put together to play on the little brain that's in here. And I would go as far to say that Dave's got two brain cells. One's lost and the other one's looking for it.
Watching the ad gets them access. Who pays for the access? The advertiser.
Oh, brilliant.
We can disrupt this whole mobile
disruptor. Disrupting the industry, Dave. Disrupting away.
Advertising process through tokenization and cognitive segmentation. What does that really mean? They've taken NFTs that at this point in time, the value of an NFT is only what somebody else is prepared to pay for it.
Now, there's a very wise statement, Dave. I actually agree with that. Who sets the value of an NFT? A digital piece of real estate, non-fungible token that's on the blockchain, and we all think it's worth something. But then, like you'll see, they'll make 150,000 of the one thing in different colors and call it a unique NFT. I don't know about you, but the Cleopatra, is that an artwork? Cleopatra? I've been through the Vatican, and they got all these arts. I didn't see what's that lady? The one with the sad face? Mona Lisa? Mona Lisa. No, I didn't see the Mona Lisa artwork reproduced exactly the same but slightly different colours 15,000 times and then worth millions. I'm missing something. NFTs? Oh, I think NFTs are a joke. Come on, really?
In this game, an NFT is going to have an income stream attached to it. And whether that's a personality, a club, or a space for advertising, each one of these NFTs will have an income stream.
See the Mona Lisa now, can't you, with advertising at the bottom of it? Get your free hyperverse ticket here going under the picture. That'd be funny, wouldn't it?
That creates massive value.
Massive value.
So we get real-time staking bonuses within the game. 3 assets that we acquire when we jump in. Super. Super is the name of the token that is resident within SuperOne. That token is prepared and set ready to be listed, and that on mainstream crypto exchanges, and that will happen closer to the game release, but also when the market stabilizes a little bit. But they're on the platform, they're staked, and they're growing every day. The cards, these are the personality and club NFT cards. They will generate revenue. And the spaces, that's where the advertising goes. So on the tokens, 10% of all of the income coming in through the game gets distributed to the holders of the tokens. On the cards, we get 5% of the revenue on the passes and freezes. And if you've got a gold card, that means you get 3 goes at that 5% because you're participating in easy, medium, and hard. And the advertising spaces, when you've got those, 5% on all of the ads revenue is then getting distributed amongst the spaces holders within the game, and lots more. So the game is going to have entry fees. That's part of the revenue of the business. The cards, there'll be purchases, seeding, stories, and trading on the cards. Revenue streams into the game. The spaces, there's advertising and seeding in that process. Again, more revenue coming through. There's going to be a trading platform within the app for trading the cards, but I'm hanging on to mine because if these cards are coming with a revenue stream, in my view, that revenue is going to be a lot more than what I might make as a quick grab selling it to somebody else. But spaces, stories, tokens, all of these things will be tradable. In the premium packages, there's upgrades of the loot boxes. We'll talk about loot boxes in a moment. But there's also, for creators of games, there are private game opportunities, other stories, and other features. All of these generate revenue, and percentage of that revenue is distributed through the business. Guess what? We're part of the business.
Oh my God, it's amazing. Hey, I just downloaded the SuperOne app, and it looks very exciting. You can sign up, but you need a referral link.
So Talk about a brawl. Could you beat Cristiano Ronaldo in a fight about Manchester United? Who do you think knows more? I wouldn't be surprised if there's fans out there that know more about the Manchester United club than Cristiano Ronaldo. But think of it this way. When a player, let's use Cristiano as an example, when they go past their play.
So I've just tried to sign up on the app. I don't know if you can see that, but hold on the right angle. Lights are too bright. No, it can't. Can't show you. No, lights are too bright. But anyway, there we go. Refer a user not present in system. So when I couldn't sign up unless I had a referral code, which is a bit disheartening. But anyway, sorry to bore you with that. So don't bother downloading the app and try signing up because you need to know a referral code. If you want a referral code, maybe use Dave Coles. That will make him rich. He'll be happy about that. Back to Dave.
Period. So sports people don't play forever. At some point in time, they have to retire from the game. What do they do for income after that?
Get involved in Ponzi schemes?
They continue to get endorsements, yes. They might take on speaking engagements with TV or other media. But here is an opportunity for Cristiano to jump on his Instagram feed, jump on the game, and challenge his fans to a brawl to see who knows more about Manchester United. If he pops his link...
I thought he was going to pop something else when he said that. Sorry.
His referral link into his Instagram feed, and people who haven't got the game download it and they play, there's a percentage of the income coming to him. But just because he's hosting the game, he will get 30% of the income from that game. But we win from that as well because we're holding the NFTs, we're holding the tokens, and we're holding the advertising spaces. So it's a win-win all the way around.
Boom, boom.
So which superstars may have the smartest fans in the world? Let's not have a brawl between the public and Cristiano. Let's just pit Cristiano Ronaldo's fans against Messi. Who knows more about the game, the players, and the clubs?
The bot knows more. The bot that they've got behind this, artificial AI. Because you do talk about AI in this, which is ironic, really. But you're going to be playing with AI intelligence.
Fantastic opportunity for people to prove how much they know. But we could be battling a favourite fandom for cash prizes. So the Battle Royale, the last man standing. It could just be a simple game about football or about music or about a particular personality. But let's go into a Battle Royale with an advertiser. The advertiser wants to get the message out about their product and service. Let's use an example, and this is just an example. Princess Cruises might come in and build a game within the program. What's the prize? Could be anything to do with travel. Could even be a cruise. Battle Royale, last person standing wins the prize. How much do you know about Princess Cruises, about the destinations they go to? So I
don't know if he's been watching what happened with COVID and the cruise liners. It wasn't very nice. Some people were trapped inside their cruise ship for 6 or 7 weeks. That one that was parked in Japan. Ooh, and I've been on a Princess cruise. They're actually really nice. Technically speaking, on a cruise, even if perhaps I went on the wrong cruise. I went with my mate because last minute holiday, but it's, overfed? No, just weds, overfeds, and nearly deads. That's who goes on cruises. Just saying. Anyway, back to Dave. Telling us more about Princess Cruises. I went to, thanks for asking, New Caledonia and left from Brisbane. New Caledonia, I forgot where I went. Fiji, and been to Fiji before though. New Caledonia, can't remember. It was great though. I did quite enjoy it. 11-day cruise, a New Year cruise it was. But there was only, I think, 7 single people on the whole ship. And there was like, I think there was 2,500 people on the ship. Maybe 4,000 and 2,500 paying people, and the rest were all serving us like peasants. No, we were the peasants. No, they were the peasants. No, yeah, it's sort of, and they, I think they used $1 million worth of diesel. So bad for the environment, those cruise ships. Anyway, getting distracted. Sorry, back to Dave. Hurry up, Dave.
Opportunities are endless in terms of how the games can be built and the prizes and the incentives offered to people to play. A simple game. Yes, no. Did you get the question right? Maybe we could get Lady Gaga off the stage when she does the little session, talking to people, engaging with her audience.
Maybe we can. Maybe we can't. Who knows? It's just a bit of a scheme to get your money.
Challenging them to a brawl, winner gets a backstage pass or something similar like that. We're tapping into the fan bases of all of these celebrities. Why is it important to them? Because they know that there's multiple ways they need to be generating income off their own personality. And this will be just one of those ways.
This is so unique.
There are premium features within the game as well. So what does this mean? Let's say you're the owner of a pub, or you're the convener or organizer at a local sporting club. You can create your own game within the app. You can put your questions in, you can put your prizes in, and you can challenge the people in the club or at your trivia night to play the game. Let the game manage the process. Let the game allocate the prizes. Let the game allocate the leaderboard and control everything. Fantastic opportunity for the premium creators within this economy. So the fan area.
Crash.
So 4 main areas. The fan area already built. This is where we populate all of the personalities, the clubs, and the organizations within this area, all on NFT cards. You see, one of the secrets to this game came about last year when NFTs were launched and came into their fore. Yes, only last year NFTs became a big thing. That was the final piece that the developers of the game needed to put this game out in such a way that we can benefit the way we're going to be.
Andreas, I think his name is, the guy that's developed this. He's got a whole history of scamming people. I've got more information after this video if you stay tuned, or if you want to jump to that section, look in the timelines, make sure you like and subscribe my YouTube channel, because I now have 2,000 people that like me. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
A quick play game, 10 questions, first one to get them all right. A battle royale, last man standing wins the prize, but we could also do battles and influencer and club tournaments to actually create leaderboards where we have multiple games generating that leaderboard and giving more prizes around that process. Why is this a big market? Last year, 2021, over $270 billion was spent on in-game mobile purchases. That's right, people playing games.
$270 billion was invested in online gaming. That is just overwhelming. Does that mean all the TABs around the world, is that what they turn over? And you're going to tap into that, are you? Is this going to go in the TAP counter? Download our app. No need to leave home anymore. You can play sports, celebrities and singers just all on our app, which is going to open hopefully soon when we get $10 million.
Games on their phone spent $270 billion.
Oh my God.
The whole gaming market is a $700 billion market last year. We're just trying to tap into a small portion of that. Why phone apps? 6 billion people globally use their smartphone or have a smartphone. There's 5 million mobile apps that they can access now through the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. And we know that 50% of millennials own crypto. But here's the key thing.
50% of millennials just lost half their investment with crypto. Just saying. Very sad story. Should be serious about that sort of stuff. Cryptos, everyone's got crypto and everyone lost money, and that's not funny, Danny.
This game runs on the blockchain. It has tokens. It leverages NFTs. But the average player is not going to be aware that crypto's got anything to do with it.
As long as you get an invitation to play the game, because if you don't get an invitation, you can't download and play, which is a huge bottleneck, isn't it? Really?
They're going to make their in-game purchases exactly the same way they would do now with an in-game purchase, whether it be their debit card, their credit card, Apple Pay, PayPal, whatever mechanism they use, they continue to use in this. But from our point of view, it's all running on the Ripple blockchain. Yes, XRP is the token for Ripple.
XRP, you've heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. XRP, XRP. Right, got it.
It's one of the fastest blockchains out there.
boom, a fast blockchain. Now, I didn't know that about blockchains. So there's fast blockchains and there's slower blockchains. How about that? We're learning stuff every day, Dave. Thank you.
And these guys have put it through its paces. Over 72 million transactions already.
Boom, and that's how I reckon everyone makes money in these Ponzi schemes. It's the gas fees, and that's why Ryan Zhu theoretically rumoredly owns some of Binance. And if you haven't been getting up with events lately, crypto's taken a dive, and also they're frozen withdrawals at the moment to save crypto's life. So these gas fees that they're talking about is where I reckon they make all the money from coming up with these scams.
To prove that this game will actually work in that environment. There's been over 100,000 hours put into the development. There's over 95,000 users that have come through the testing phase, but also through the phase we're in at the moment where we're building this community so that when the game is launched, we can share it as quickly as possible out to the general public.
That's if these multi-level marketers can drive enough people to it and invest. Now, I have got a really good comment from someone who invested $250, and as soon as they invested in this company, they reckon they got 17 phone calls in 2 or 3 days from these people like Dave, encouraging them to spend more and invest more and more heavily, and they said they were so pushy and they couldn't get the money out. So that's just one referral I got, and I'll read that to you in a few minutes.
There's over 2.2 million in monetary transactions gone through already, and it's in 225 countries. So there's a proven track record of the development.
That means it's downloadable in 225 countries, just saying. Just like anyone that has access to the App Store can download the app like I just did a few minutes ago. SuperOne is the app you want to search for, and you can see, and then you can say it's in 222 countries as well. 225 countries as well. Get that right.
It's real-time processing and publishing. The founders of the business, top left-hand corner, Andreas.
So that's the one I've got some information on. If you search for his last name, which I can show you in a few minutes, you'll see he's been involved in scamming people for years. And he's also the guy standing behind me there. Andreas, hello, mate.
He's a Norwegian. He's a technical genius and extremely excited. I've had a number of meetings with him where he's been sharing the vision, and that's got us excited as well.
Yeah, and when you're very successful and you're very wealthy, all day long you want to be on Zoom meetings trying to encourage people to believe that you're onto something good. And Andreas has also been doing presentations like that, which we'll show you in a few minutes.
On the bottom row, Stein Alex and Stein Andre. They're both currently, they're Norwegians. They're currently residing in Indonesia because they're negotiating with the Indonesian Football League and the clubs around the launch of the game.
I feel like I'm missing Sam Lee and Ryan Zhu, to be honest. Come on. And there's no Jaden. Guys, come on. Couldn't you chuck their names in there as well? And I've noticed that we've just got the first names of everyone. That's fantastic, isn't it?
It's going to be the test bed for this version of the game.
This version? You mean you've had other versions? Did they work out all right for you? Let's look at that later on too, eh?
Going to launch in Indonesia, and then as soon as that's proven, around the world it goes. But Japan is a massive market for in-game apps and in-game spending. In Tokyo alone, they spend $1 million every single hour on in-app purchases. Wada's from Japan, and he's developing that fan base interface that is going to be required to tap into that market. Oh
my goodness, there's more people involved.
All of the development for this program's been done internally. There's 3 development labs, Norway, Indonesia, and India. Nothing's been outsourced. So the business owners have got control of the whole.
Now, if I had my way, I would spend all my life researching and getting deep, trying to figure out the people behind these companies, because I can probably bet your bottom dollar that if I went and did a Google search on every one of those people's faces that you're looking at there, that they would probably have little or no association with this company. And if they did, it would be, you could research each of these people and find their involvement in SuperOne is nothing. It's just all smoke and mirrors, a lot of this stuff, to overwhelm you as the potential investor And they talk all these big numbers, and all you need to do to get involved is start with $250, and that's what they're after, the low-hanging fruit. And then when they get $10 million and they've been in Indonesia and it worked out successfully, then they're going to roll it out to the rest of the world. And they're already in 225 countries. I don't understand how they're already in those countries and they haven't rolled it out to the rest of the world. Just asking, just wondering. And there's no proof of printing. There's no actual product or service in this. It's just all, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do that. Hurry up and wait.
All game, and making sure about the security and the integrity of everything that's running through on the blockchain. It's a fully tokenized business model. So now we're in the business side of things.
There's a business side of it. Natalie must be getting excited. You still there, Natalie? Good on ya. Don't forget to pack those school lunches for the kiddies.
The super is the token. It's the principal currency and main utility token that's used in the ecosystem. What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean? These big flash words they keep using to bamboozle people. People like me who are less 14 don't know anything about anything except I know how to spot a Ponzi scheme.
It's basically our way to get a share of the business. The cards, the NFT cards, this is where the personalities and the clubs will be, and they're used for the passes and freezes in the game and for the questions in the game themselves.
So the freezes are when you're thick as shit and you don't know the answer. You can get onto Google and probably search the answer, and you can pay to freeze the game if you pay for it so that you can find the answer so you can potentially be quick enough to win.
Where you're holding the card that's being used, you get a clip of the ticket every time it's used. And the spaces, that's where the real money is going to come through. Advertising. Advertising is a massive industry, massive spend. On what the offer here for the advertisers is they will know straight away what the game is, what the profile of the players will be, just by the personalities and the fan bases that it's going to attract. And so they can direct their advertising to that appropriately. What's the forecast? If I told you that in September 2020, Candy Crush had 10 million app downloads in its very, very first month, that just puts a bit of context around these forecasts. The forecast here is to have 15 million players using the app, of which 10% will be pay-to-play users.
Pay to play. Pay to play. Don't forget to pay so you can play.
Based on that 10% only, there's revenue forecasts coming in around $91 million, about $400 million worth of 400 million tokens circulating, each one earning about 23 cents. But when you project all that up and work out the price for those tokens in about 12 months' time, it's anticipated they'll be worth about $14 each. Right now, when we get our loot boxes, they're valued at 10 cents. Once they're listed, the market will decide what they're worth. But if we get anywhere near these projections, you'll likely see that price move up to $14. From my own personal view, my own personal assessment, hey, if they only get 10% of that, I am going to be extremely happy with how this has worked out for me.
Yeah, now coming from a man that's invested in Hyperverse, and he saw a sign outside the bank window of Hyperverse saying, you can get 3 times your investment. Just give us $300 or $400. You can get 4 times if you give him $400. And then he's gone and invested in it, and he's told all his friends about it, and he's tried to build himself into a VIP 1 probably. And then he's got his initial investment out, and then Hyperverse say, I'm sorry, this is a Ponzi scheme. We've got no more money to pay out anybody, so we're going to freeze everything, and we're going to start up Hyper Nation over here and have another go at it. But if you want to get involved in that like a big player, you need to spend 10,000 USDT or 100,000 if you want to bring your whole team over, and we're going to rinse and repeat and do the same thing again. This guy made that informed decision to get involved in Hyperverse, and he's not, too sad about it. He's obviously on to his next multi-level marketing scheme. Good on you, Dave. And keep publishing these sort of things and misleading people. Build your reputation. Ethical person. What now, Dave?
So let's go one step further.
Boom, boom.
From traditional fan bases. Let's talk about BMW as an example.
Ooh.
4,400 worldwide dealerships, 130,000 employees, and $115 billion in annual revenue.
Big numbers to quote there, Dave. What's relevance with these numbers and this app?
One of the key issues that a dealership has, or a motor vehicle brand, is when they introduce a new model, they have to get all of the information about that new model out to their employees so they understand it and they can appropriately present and sell that product. Why not make it into a game?
Wow, what a good idea. Oh, how many wheels does a BMW have? 4. Beep, wrong. Oh, 5, because there's one in the boot. Oh. Ooh, I'm all with a puppy. I haven't told you something. I've got my puppy. I've got a puppy. I got a brand new puppy yesterday. He's at the floor sleeping at my feet. That's why I keep looking down. If you haven't wondered, I'll pick him up when he wakes up properly. But he's just made a wee noise. So I'll carry on. Sorry, Dave. Back to you.
Release the information and test people's knowledge in a game with incentives and with prizes. Now take it one step further. Cristiano Ronaldo's got fans, and I'm sure BMW has fans as well. And that fan base probably even comes down to the individual vehicles. Get them into the game, incentivize them, and now we've got more and more opportunities to generate revenue.
Hypothetically speaking, it sounds awesome, man. Wow. Just need to get all that married together and voila, thread it all together and like use the internet perhaps. You could, go to BMW and go off to these soccer players and get them to all just sit there and play games all day long and you guys win. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Through that game and for people to pay and earn these incentives. Let's cut across to education. I've spoken about Instagram before. We've said Cristiano Ronaldo, he's the one on the top. The Rock, he's in the top 20. So are all the Kardashians, by the way. But so is National Geographic. It's only one of 3 businesses that's in the top 20 for Instagram followers.
Hey, Dave, have you thought about David Attenborough? Over thousands of years, lots of animals have come through my studies. And now I see this app eventuating that is going to change the life for thousands of people. This is Danny Attenborough doing a terrible impersonation of David Attenborough.
So let's create games around education and put incentives and prizes to that. One thing that's really great about this game is that if you're under 18, you can still play. You can't earn a cash prize.
Bugger.
But you can generate points, and those points will be able to be used within the game.
So the adverts that you're putting on this, are they going to be targeted to people under the age of 18? Seen under 18 age people. They're probably all the ones that played that candy thing you talked about. The other one that made all the millions were probably people under the age of 18. Don't see people over the age of 50 doing it myself, mate. But yeah, so that's interesting. So advertisers can advertise on here, right? And the advertisers are targeting over 18-year-olds or under 18-year-olds. That's what I'd like to know.
But when the student turns 18,
boom, all their money's gone.
Then those points could be converted to cash. Fantastic opportunity for everyone.
That is not right. So you go into a casino under the age of 18, play a whole lot of money free, earn a whole lot of points, and then the casino says, don't worry, when you turn 18 and this is legal, we're going to give you a payout. That sounds a bit strange. That doesn't sound real.
Everyone and all ages.
Too good to be true, that one.
This app has the capacity to evolve into a super app, and there's a $10 trillion market waiting for this game to arrive.
Trillion!
So that's the basic fundamentals of the game. I'm going to take a quick breath, and then I'll jump in and talk about what's in it for us as business builders.
What are you doing?
Love it. Thanks, Dave. Take a quick drink. You absolutely nailed that.
Oh, nailed it. He's going to nail it again in another hour because he's got doing this presentation at an hour, and then they're doing another one at 6 o'clock, and then they're going to get Andreas, who's going to come in here, who's made the app, and he's going to go on and talk about it as well to the Australian people.
Loved the information. You get me all excited all over again. I just
Ooh. I don't want to get Natalie excited.
Can't wait for the game to launch. I'm like, come on already.
All right. So
Just so you know, there's nothing going on between Natalie and Dave because I searched Natalie's friend list and Dave is not a friend of hers on Facebook.
I've got my breath. Let's fly into this. I'll keep it as simple as possible. It is simple. It is fantastic. What we're doing now is we're empowering everyone to make money from their creations and their connect.
The real funny thing about this, at the end, they have question and answers, and I think there's 5 people that come in and ask questions and answers. They're already involved in it, and it looks like it's family members asking really deep, meaningful questions. It's quite a laugh. Obviously, people have been, I don't know if you call it, raked in to keep the hype of all this going.
Who do you know? Who do you know wants to be involved? This is how we make money.
I couldn't sell this. I couldn't do it. I couldn't go to my friends and family and tell them that I want you to invest in a gaming app. So I don't know how you guys are going to rattle up enough people to actually get involved in this. It's just the multi-level marketers who keep investing in scams.
Loot boxes, I mentioned. This is how we get access to the features of the game, the cards, the spaces, and the tokens. And with all of those goes range of bonuses. There's 3 sets of creator bonuses that we can unlock based on our followers.
How do you unlock
First
them,
one,
Dave?
a follower bonus. Very simple. Introduce somebody to the business, and there's a 10% payout from the purchases that you directly introduce.
So you've got to find someone who's got a spare $1,000 who wants to invest in an app, and then you're going to get 10% of that, $100.
There's also a secondary bonus. If you qualify, which is quite simple, then that 10% now goes to 20% payout. Very simple.
Oh, now that looks like a pyramid scheme, doesn't it? No. This is not a pyramid scheme because we pay out rewards, and rewards have not been acknowledged in the pyramid scheme dictionary as an investment, because you're not allowed to do investments for pyramid schemes. So we just change it to rewards, just like you would with your credit card company who give you rewards for being a member and doing transactions. That's right, you got to do transactions. Anyway, carry on.
You come in at 1,000, which is our sweet spot.
Sweet spot. Sweet spot. I like $1,000. Sweet. Sweet and sour.
1,000 is our gold package. You introduce 2 people at the same value or 1.
This is where all you need to do is get a calculator like this. See, I got a calculator. And you just need to get in there and go 2 times 2, 4, 2, 8, 16. And if I keep doing this, I'm just going to get richer and richer. And if I bring in 500 people, $1 trillion.
Person at double the value of you, and you now double the percentage. So your 10% goes, your 10% bonus now jumps to a 20% bonus. There's a matching bonus. For those of you that understand compensation plans, we go in generations. At the very beginning, it's a 2-generational payout, but as you go up, increase through the different packages, it's 4, 6, right up to 8 generations of payout, and everybody in between, anytime they get a bonus, you get a 10% matching bonus within those generations. There's a staking bonus. So this is where we're getting some crypto speak coming in. You stake the super, the cards, and the spaces. That is, you leave them on the platform so that they can be used and generate revenue for.
Okay, so technically speaking, if you were a member of Hyperverse, you used to get your $300, invest that, and then they would pay you 0.5% per day. And then when you got a little bit of money, you could withdraw your rewards. Boom. And then you got, right, I've withdrawn my rewards. I'm quite happy about that. Let's go Big Danny. And yeah, so you withdraw your rewards and you think, I have faith in the platform. This is a sure thing. Look at me. I've managed to get money out of Hyperverse. I'm going to rebuy into a bigger membership plan and then get more daily rewards. It's a no-brainer. And that's what they've just done there. I've forgotten what he said it was, but yeah, back to Dave, who's telling you if you leave your money on the platform, you're going to get more benefits, which is like playing Monopoly, isn't it? You keep playing Monopoly, no one ever lands on the collect the bank, and everyone thinks they're rich because they have flats and hotels and all sorts of wonderful things. All right, back to Dave. Dave, take it off.
Yeah. The tokens, they get a 10% staking bonus on every single transaction in the platform. Different ways that money flows through the platform: entry fees and premium game features, purchases and seeding of stories, trading of cards, advertising, and the premium features, but also the purchasing of the loot boxes, all creating revenue, and all of that is being distributed, 10% of that through to the people holding those tokens.
Impressive.
It's anticipated if there's 1 million paying users, and that, remember,
1 million.
but 10% will be pay to play, 90% will be free to play. They're getting paid for by the advertisers. There'll be about $60 million worth of revenue running through this game. And revenue is then going to flow through to the token holders. The NFT cards, the personalities and the clubs, there's a 5%.
I'm amazed that they've spent 100,000 hours developing this app and it's not released yet. It's that work, mate. 100,000 hours have been in the development of this and they haven't even launched it yet. If this was on Dragon's Den or Shark Tank, they would laugh them out of the building, wouldn't they?
Staking bonus coming in through
Steak and fries? Did he say steak and bonus? Steak and chips? I'm a vegan, mate.
this. So 5% of the revenue generated by the NFTs gets distributed to the owners of those NFTs.
I just think NFTs are a waste of time, and that window's gone. Anything involved with NFT at the moment is just a waste of time. Coming from a guy that's got 10 comics, you know?
Advertising spaces, similar. You hold advertising spaces, 5% of all the advertising is going through to the space holders. Now the loot box. This is where the rubber hits the road.
Hey, that was where the rubber hits the road. Bow repairs. What was that guy's name? Where the rubber hits the road. Was it Bow? Have I got that wrong? I must look that up. It's such a laugh. I'll tell you in a second.
Lowest entry point, $10. It's paid in Ripple. Why is it paid in Ripple? Because this whole thing runs on the blockchain, but the entry point or the minimum entry point is $10. For that, you'll get some tokens and you'll get a direct bonus on anybody you introduce. Jump up to bronze, you're starting to get discounts, you're getting matching. It's only $100, but also you're getting your first 3 NFT cards, so 3 bronze cards. Go to silver at $500. You're now getting 2 generations of matching coming in, but you've also got 6 NFTs and more tokens. The sweet spot, gold, 12,000 tokens, 9 NFTs, and 9 spaces, 4 generations of matching, and it's $1,000. So you can get started for as little as $10 or go directly for gold at $1,000. And if you're a guru creator, that is, you want to go for the big money, we have the Legend Pack. So Legend Pack's 10,000, bigger discounts, more tokens, 12 cards, 12 spaces, 6 generations of matching bonuses. But the good thing about this is you can work your way up to this. It's not just a one price entry. You can build up to these levels. Or go right to the top, Origin, $50,000, maximum number of tokens at 700,000.
Dave, can I please have one of those? I just like the sound of that. That means I would never have to work another day in my life. I just purchase that and life will be good. I cannot wait to get started. Please contact me immediately. Tell me how I can go about giving you $50,000 of my money so I can be an Origin.
And the cards, spaces, matching bonuses going down 8 generations. So you can upgrade with payments, or you can upgrade with points that are being earned through the binary bonus or a combination thereof. Work your way up, work your way through. So for example, when I came in, my first loot box was a gold and I got 8 other gold loot boxes, which meant my $10,000 pack only cost me $1,000 extra and I was away. Now I've got a few extras and the Origin pack is in my sights. All of these.
And remember that it hasn't even been launched yet and he's already making money. This is incredible, Dave.
Bonuses are paid in real time. Have you ever seen a business opportunity where you can get micro payments and bonus commissions paid directly into an external wallet. Well,
No, I haven't. This is not like Hyperverse. This is amazing, Dave. Tell me how to get the $50,000 pack. I want in now, okay? Big player here. Big player. Tell me how to buy the 50,000 pack.
this is what happened. We have the option to connect our external XRP wallet directly into the platform. And instead of the revenue from the game being collated by the business and then distributed, the smart contract distributes it instantly. And the smart contract knows who you are. You've told it to send it to your wallet, and the payments just keep clicking over in your wallet. Some micro payment.
Now, in my little message from my little friend that told me that they got scammed by these guys, they said that the process that he's talking about took 3 weeks to get set up, and there was some other thing, but we'll talk about that in a wee while. Not as simple as it sounds, Dave, to actually get your micro payments, because it's setting up as just a nightmare, so I got told.
Some bit bigger, but thousands, hundreds of thousands of payments going through in real time. So, who's ready to create the world's leading fandom metaverse with us? We're finished, we're excited, and we'd love you to ask some questions so that we can...
All right, bring out the friends and family. The questions are pretty lame. Not quite the same intensity as a Hyperverse leadership meeting, but let's have a listen.
Help you make a decision with this.
Natalie, back to you.
Love it.
Love it.
Thank you so much, Dave. That was
awesome.
Excellent. Sign me up.
Sign me up too. Oh, I want a $50,000 one. Sorry, got to be serious, don't you? Got to be serious. Can you take these people seriously?
Sign me up all over again.
Woo!
Like, you know, I've been in probably a week.
Oh, you've been in Arbonne lady. You know all about multi-level marketing.
Week and a half. And
I bet you do Tupperware as well, do you? Come on, Natalie, tell me. Do you do Tupperware? You thought about it, didn't you?
already I can see this working and the excitement behind it. And like Dave said, to be
exciting,
be able to meet with the owners and the co-founders. The
owner, Andreas, he's a real good scammer guy. We'll show you some little bit of information about him. He's on that favorite website. If you go search his name on behindmlm.com and search for SuperOne, you'll find articles all about Andreas and how long he's been scamming people. Yep.
Founders, the people that are behind this, the transparency within this is just next level, which gives us all massive confidence. So
need confidence.
I think if anybody wants to ask a question, just raise your hand.
How do I get out of here?
I think we'll be all right to unmute a couple of people. Do you think, Dave?
Oh, I don't know. There could be people like Danny DeHeck on there who want to ask those curly questions like, how do you sleep at night scamming people?
Absolutely. I'm sure we can manage that.
Yeah. But you covered that so well.
Oh, he did really well. He does it every hour. He just gets better and better.
Gave so much information.
Back-to-back Zoom meetings all around the world, leading the Zoom competition. You could make the Zoom competitions part of the app, and you could ask people questions about how many Zoom meetings can you have every day, and you could answer that, and you'd win. You could compete with the bot.
And it was epic. But if anybody does have any questions or anything, and there's no such thing as a silly question, honestly, anything.
Are you going to introduce snail racing in the app?
Because you can guarantee whatever it is you're thinking of, somebody else is thinking, oh, I'm so glad they asked that. So please don't be shy. First hand up is Phil. Thank you, Phil. Please unmute yourself and ask away.
Let's meet Phil. Phil, click the button.
How you going? I'm good, Phil. Can you get a bit closer to your mic?
Okay.
Yeah, mate.
I'm going to turn this up.
Is that better?
Much better. Fire away.
Is that better? Oh, good. I'm actually driving to work, mate. I've got you on the phone. Mate, just wanted to, mate, that was the best presentation that I've seen of the business.
Jesus, mate. You're driving to work in your car and you're telling us it's the best presentation you've seen in your life. What the hell are you doing on the road watching a presentation? Right, back to Phil.
Awesome.
And I've seen the owners and etc. That's, mate, just wanted to give you that feedback because
this is what you call a ring-in.
Obviously, being an Aussie and when you've been promoting different multi-level marketing businesses, quite often you'll get Europeans or Americans or so forth. And it was just great to hear, your passion for the business and seeing your take on it, your version. I actually would love a recorded. Can we get that presentation you just did recorded?
Yes, yes, you can. If you go to Danny go to deheck.com and click at the link at the very top. You'll see my YouTube channel. And then go to my YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, hit the bell, and then you'll be notified as I give you more and more of these scams. But just this part's quite funny because Dave says he doesn't want it on social media and you shouldn't be sharing it on social media, but you do it secretly because you don't want the world to find out about this scam. Anyway, let's carry on and see what Dave says to Phil about sharing it on social media.
Yeah, so we have recorded it. What we'll do is once the recording's been processed, we'll go through and make sure there's no lumps and bumps in it.
Which means hopefully no one's destroyed it by asking a stupid question that they can't publicise.
And then we're quite happy to make those available.
Great, because I've got a lot of people that, mate, they are very passionate about their poker. I went to poker last night, showed the 3-minute video to 5 people. 4 of them are in. 2 of them signed up by midnight.
Oh, everyone's doing it, Phil. Good on you, mate. We're going to be rich. Just shows the power of this presentation you've done, Dave. It's brilliant. I am going to also show the 3-minute video that he's talking about after this. That'll be the next video. Anyway, back to you, Phil. Sorry to cut you off there, mate. Don't crash. Back to you, mate.
Now, but they will be at poker. I got a lot of people who want to see daytime presentations. I'd rather just flick them what you just did.
Yeah, absolutely. We only have one rule with the recorded
Here it comes.
Presentation.
Thanks, mate.
Not directly on social media, but definitely private sharing is absolutely okay.
Just private, just one-on-one. Here, guys, here, mate, have a look at this. John, Mario, these guys last night, Morris, hey, have a look at this. Then call me and we can get you on a live webinar. Obviously once they've seen one, they'll want to have a lunch. And don't get me wrong, the guys are great over in Europe, love them. But I just think that was also short, sweet, and really to the point.
Yeah. I'll give them their dues. They're excited, but they are talking in their second language because the 3 owners are Norwegian.
Yep.
Before we go to Martine.
Now, this is stupid, right? Stupid is the word you're looking for. Stupid. Why the hell wouldn't you want to share this on social media? Because it's a scam. And they don't want people like me finding it on social media going, what the hell is this Aussie, Dave, doing promoting a scam? You're our neighbours, mate. And you're going to be trying to come over here to New Zealand and scam our Kiwis. You're disgusting, mate. Just saying.
They're great. Don't get me wrong, but I like yours.
Yeah.
Thanks, Phil.
Yeah, before we go to Martina, Jules, great question. Now that you've said that, I do remember that I didn't mention it. The game is due for launch in September, a little bit ahead of the World Cup, and the pay-to-play version is being launched in November. Why is November the important date?
Because we haven't, we're trying to gather $10 million from people first, and then if we get that, then we're going to launch the app, and if we can get everyone involved in it, and if we can get it all working, then you may get some money back. In the meantime, we're just taking your money.
The World Cup in Qatar starts in the middle of November and runs through to just before Christmas, and that for those that are remotely familiar with the round ball codes, that is the world's most watched sporting event. And they're pushing this game right into that audience.
Natalie, wake up.
Okay.
Natalie, wake up.
So can we let Martina ask a question?
Yep. So Martina, if you want to unmute yourself, please, my love.
Lovely. Thanks, Dave. That was an awesome presentation.
Awesome, really enjoyed it. Is that what you wanted me to say?
I've got goosebumps.
Have you? I have too. I can't wait to get my 50,000 one.
I'm totally sold on the idea.
Are you? You need to get outside and go out for a walk and get outside away from the screen, darling.
See that this is a massive opportunity. My question is to do with the spillover second leg.
Yep.
If I sign up a person on my team leg because I've already binary qualified.
Yep.
Do they receive spillover from the whole team above, or is it just my team?
Depending on where you sit, everybody can get spillover from above them, whether it's just from the person that's introduced them or whether it's from further up.
I've got goosebumps, man. Spillover sounds something amazing. So I get involved in this. I go through and I read all the instructions about the investment, and then there's going to be spillover money hitting me in the face. Incredible.
Yeah, spillover is massive in this business. The other thing to remember as well is when the game is released, the players fall into the binary. So if you know anything about binaries and how quickly they can fill up with business builders, you imagine how quickly they're going to fill with the players. And the company has developed this unique AI engine, so artificial intelligence.
That's the one that's playing the game with you. So if you're playing these games, the AI that he's talking about is going to be playing the game. So you're going to be playing AI versus human and wondering why you're not winning. And then you're going to come second and get 10% of the winnings and not the 35% that they promise you. So that mathematically works out to be a Ponzi scheme, because if you do get money...
engine. So once the game is released and that AI engine's turned on, the players will be automatically allocated into the binary to maximize the revenue for the people referring them. So,
exciting times.
We don't have to put thousands of people manually place them into the binary. It's all going to happen for us. Right now, we can do those manual placements, but once the game's released, you won't want to do that. We just won't be able to keep up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Dave, do you mind if I ask you a question?
Oh, this is Dad. Dave, is this your father? Oh, he's got a different name. Nixon. George Nixon. Isn't he a president?
Yeah, go ahead, George. And then we'll go back to Chrissy. Thanks
very much. A really great presentation.
Oh, it was awesome. I can't get over these people. Last thing I'd ever say to anyone who did a presentation, did a PowerPoint presentation, it's a really great presentation. I mean, why would you say that? I mean, everyone's cued to say it.
No, that was really good. And after being in just 1 week, I'm starting to get my head around this a little bit.
So he's invested, and now he's starting to get his head around it. It's called due diligence, which is a word I don't actually like saying, because when I was doing all my videos to bust Hyperverse, everyone said that you've got to do your due diligence, and you haven't done your due diligence. It's a new word out there that everyone says you've got to do your research. I did research in 2 hours before I did this video, and I'm doing it live. I'm not editing this. I don't need to. If you've watched this from A to Z, if you spent, I don't know how long this is going to be, can't see my video, but let's just say this video goes on for an hour 45. I think it's going to be about 2 hour video, right? Now, if you haven't got times to watch 2 hour video before you put your money into this, and then at the end of watching my video, you think Danny's full of shit, he doesn't know what he's talking about, then you just go give these guys your money straight away, okay?
Would I be right in saying that the goal is to acquire as many of those tokens as possible, or the NFTs, I should say?
Hey, George, I'm doing a Zoom presentation at 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. Would it be possible for you to ask a question for me? Okay? Did you get it right, George?
Yeah, so my answer to that, and this is my opinion and my assessment, the more tokens, the more NFT cards and the more NFT spaces you're holding, that's where the revenue is going to come from. And, you know, we've had a lot of discussions around which personalities do I choose? And yes, the obvious answer is go for the ones that are most popular. But sometimes we might find that some of the less popular personalities or clubs will get the most passes and freezes. That's where the revenue is made. So every card has an equal opportunity to generate revenue for us.
Oh.
Thank you.
As many of them as you can.
Awesome. And Chrissy had a hand up as well, Dave. So Chrissy, if you would like to unmute yourself and ask a question.
Yes, thank you. First time I've seen it, first time I...
Now she looks like someone who's on the methadone program.
You know.
Who's the man sitting behind her? I want to know. was at her father. She's at work, and they stopped and looked at this opportunity, and she's really excited. I bet she's a relative of Natalie's. Am I right, Natalie? Come on, you can tell me.
Looking into it. Just a question as far as the funding and getting started. When you say sort of looking at the US 1,000 USD, you've got to convert that to Ripple first, and then fund your account from Ripple. So depending on what Ripple's worth, it could be more than $1,000 USD.
No, it will. It's 1,000 USD.
Yeah.
It depends how long you're hanging on to your Ripple for before you move it.
Because as soon as you put your money into Ripple, it goes into the crypto exchange. So you don't want it sitting in there too long, as Dave's about to tell her, I think.
What your cost base is. But if you were doing it pretty well straight away, your exposure could be no more than 5 or 10 minutes to the
It's like nuclear fallout, this exposure stuff.
variation in price. All of us just put a little tiny bit of a percentage on top. And the beautiful thing is, if you get too much in your account, let's say you got $1,010, you can draw the other $10 straight out.
Wow.
Oh, right, yeah, because that's
withdrawals.
Yeah, okay. So I was still getting my head around the whole crypto and sending it over and all that sort of
That guy's freaking me out in the background.
stuff and changing.
Look, that also is magic for me. I'm in a couple of other crypto-based things.
Oh, let me guess. Hyperverse? Hibernation? Have you got yourself in the other one, the gold bar ones? They're really good.
And I've got USDT stuck in the platform.
Oh, and I bet you raved about that opportunity when you told everyone about it too, didn't you?
You can once it's there, you can only buy stuff with it. And my own fault. I sent too much. I can't get it back. Whereas in this one, hey, don't be afraid to send a little bit too much, so you don't have to send it twice because you can withdraw it straight away.
Yeah, okay. And then, so obviously you join with an invite link. So whoever showed you put you to this video, you just sort of get back to that.
Oh, it does sound like she's been cued to say that, eh? You got to make sure you get those invite links. I couldn't sign up because I couldn't find one anywhere, Dave. I'm looking for, I want to sign up by the $50,000 package and I can't find a referral link so I can help build your overflow stuff.
And then they send you obviously the link thing, and then you just go from there.
Yeah, I follow psychology, and when somebody's sitting there on a meeting scratching their head like they've got gnats or something like that, I'm usually a bit dubious that they're lying and they're trying to comfort themselves while they're scratching their head that they're lying and they know this is a scam. But how many people did you get to sign up when I was on? And they all said no one.
Yep, invitation only. Whoever introduced you to the video, they'll have an invite link. And if they're not sure how that all works, then the person that introduced them will be able to help you as well.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah.
Very serious.
Okay, perfect.
See you, Chrissy. And that strange man, watch out for that strange man sitting behind you biting his nails or playing with his beard. Do you want some beard oil, mate? I'm thinking of starting up a shaving store.
Thanks, Chrissy. Great questions.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Anybody else? Everybody good? Everybody happy? Rennie, go on then. Go on, my love.
Can I have a referral code? I would like a referral code. Can you just read one out for me?
Sorry, just a quick question.
Quick question, because I know you guys are busy.
If you by accident put someone in your team leg and not in the spillover.
Oh, you silly lady. Did you do that? Oh, what would you do that for? Accidentally sign them up on the wrong link. Oh, no.
Can you swap positions
No, lady.
once you've placed someone in a position, or are they there for good?
Yeah, you can just grab anyone that's signed up for the program and you just shuffle them around, to suit your own requirements. And you'll get spillover from them anyway.
Yeah, great question.
Great question.
Position is there for good. There's no reversing them. If they haven't funded, just switch your legs over and get them to join again.
What's this leg thing? It's just you build your left and your right leg. I've seen it in some other Ponzi schemes. Sounds exciting, but a bit lopsided when you start off when you only have one friend and one friend signs up for it. You don't have two friends and you're like peg leg, ain't you?
What potentially they could do is just throw $10 in the dead position just to activate it. And at some point in time, they might want to gift it to somebody else.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Checks in the mail.
Also looks good on our stats if you're 100% funded.
Love it. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Rennie. Anybody else? Any other questions? Everybody good? Like Chrissy, you could have wrapped up for me. That was perfect, because that's what I was going to say at the end. Reach out to the person that introduced you, the person that invited you onto this video. Reach out to them, and they can help get you started, and any other questions you may have as well down the track. So thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, Dave. That was amazing.
Amazing, Dave. Amazing. Great opportunities. So excited. Say it again.
Really, really, really enjoyed it. Lovely to see you all. Take care, and see you all very soon.
Yep.
See you guys.
And if you're super excited, we're back on at 5 o'clock.
And at 6 o'clock. And at 6 o'clock with the owners, the co-owners. So
different link at 6, same link at 5.
Yeah, brilliant.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Thanks, guys. See ya. Bye.
Alrighty. Right, so we're going to get rid of that.
Hello, everybody.
We don't want to start again. Make sure I click off the right one. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to resize this window here. Now, this is the official 3 minutes and 6 second presentation. Now, I'm going to turn the sound off, because if you know anything about YouTube videos, there's copyright. So I want to turn the sound off on this and just let you listen to it. I think I'll do this right. So hopefully my microphone's still going. Let's press play. So this is the official video which I found on Andreas' LinkedIn page. And obviously they're trying to pass off all these celebrities, all these musos, and everyone you can think of that's associated with sports, and basically come up with a gaming app that you can download and play games and potentially play against soccer players, musicians, singers, actors, and it's like the biggest quiz show app in the world today. They've even got apes coming along. So NFT cards, it's just the total package. I mean, I would be pissed off if I had an NFT of my face, my picture, obviously being used by these guys to potentially sell my NFT. Imagine having a Danny the Heck NFT. I mean, wonder why I'm not on here. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to know this sort of stuff. But you may see that video around. So when I first saw Natalie and Dave doing this video, I missed the word SuperOne. SuperOne? Is that what it is? SuperOne? Let's have a look at that. Get that right. It is SuperOne, isn't it? Hold on, let's flip back. Yep, SuperOne. And I couldn't find the scam anywhere, so then I managed to pick up on it, found this video. It's even got my favorite thing, Squid Games. It's really cool. So if you missed it, basically you need to invest, and you need to buy into something that hasn't happened yet, and potentially, if it does start happening the way they go, you're going to get your reward back by owning these NFTs. So let's do a little bit more investigation. Let's see how much more of this we've got to go. We're just over halfway. I'm not going to put the sound on, but I'm sure it's pretty awesome. Maybe I could put my sound up. There you go. Boom. Nice background music for you. You could fight. So remember, you heard it here first. The Danny the Heck YouTube channel. Excited? Do you feel like investing in another Ponzi scheme? This is the one for you. My light went out. I'm just going to change. Ooh, naked lady. We got to go. 8 seconds. I presume that's SuperOne, the Phantom Metaverse. Oh my god. Whoops. Shut up, Danny. Turn that off. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so that was the video. Let's get rid of the videos. Now, what I did. So we've already gone through. That was the presentation that I've just done my deal on with Natalie and Dave. as I mentioned, Natalie is just a stay-at-home mum by the look of it, and she's into Arbonne, and she's into finding her financial freedom. She's on LinkedIn if you want to find her. She has a Hotmail address that you can find here, and her phone number. You could ring her up and ask how to get involved if you don't believe me. Then I clicked on some of the links that she was promoting, and that was broken, and that was broken. We did manage to find her Instagram account, and it looks like she's got some help with her social media marketing, and she's heavily involved with Arbonne, which is also a pyramid scheme, multi-level marketing. So she's also got a Linktree account, and we found other Facebook pages, and then we found another business thing. I've never seen this before, so excuse me if I get it wrong, but it's B2Me. It's where people can obviously list their businesses or their business online. So then I did a search for Dave Cole, as I mentioned earlier. I found him on LinkedIn. He had a beard this time, so you can contact him. I've sent a pending request, so feel free to message me, Dave, if you're watching this. He's waiting to release an exciting opportunity. He's got focused.com.au, so you want to go back to his website. You can see he's had a history of in his LinkedIn account, which I must follow him. And on his LinkedIn account, I can see he's been actively promoting Hyperverse. So he's obviously Hyperverser that's got disgruntled, couldn't get his money out, and decided that he would start promoting SuperOne. Then we found him on LinkedIn. Sorry, we found him on Facebook. We found that he's promoting his meetings on Meetup. And then we found that he's a coach. I train entrepreneurs and network marketers like you to harness the power of digital strategies to explore their business online. That was exciting. Then I did a search for Phantom Metaverse. That's where I found some, that's actually when I stumbled across the actual promo video, which I just showed you without the sound on. And then I found, obviously, all these, these videos, and I found, I think I found a YouTube channel. I'm going to stop that. Boom. So this YouTube channel here has like all these videos. I don't even know if this is the official SuperOne, but it looks like he's an affiliate, and he's gone through and grabbed all the videos that promote this SuperOne new app coming out. And I can see that he's actually uploaded all these videos within a very short period of time. And also we've got 2 views, 10 views, 8 views, 7 views, 5 views, 1 view, 3 views, 8 views. So this could just be another affiliate who's decided that he's going to download all the videos and upload them to YouTube, hoping that someone like you is going to stumble across them. And when you go into the videos, he's actually put his referral code over the top of them. So I don't know who the hell that guy is, but anyway. But then I found Andreas. I'm going to get his name read.
Andreas Christensen.
Right, and you'll see that's him, his photo behind me. Very exciting. So he's on LinkedIn, so I'm going to connect with him, and he's theoretically coming on to these Zoom meetings. Now, think about the logic here. This guy is theoretically really super successful. Well, they always are, these guys, and their knowledge is overwhelming, and they're so lucky to have him on board, and he's got a history of doing all this sort of stuff. So I tried to do a little bit of research on this guy and find out who he is and what he's all about. So I'll go, as I go through these tabs, I'm not going to spend all day long on this, but I'll let you do the judge of that. So I found that he'd also set up a business page on LinkedIn, and I'd noticed that the same content has been published there. So that wasn't too exciting, but I did get a video. Then I found them on, I'm going to follow him as well, found them on Twitter, and I found that they have been promoting Ripple and all sorts of things. And you can go through here and you can see it just looks the same sort of stuff as Hypernation and Hyperverse. And, everyone's living a wonderful, fantastic life, and we're just so blessed, and so everyone's so happy. And all you need to do is invest in this Ponzi scheme and this get-rich-quick scheme and this NFT rip-off market. There he is there, and he's got these great graphic artists working for him doing all this great work. And everyone's going to be happy. So that's good. So you can follow him on Twitter if you want. I've already talked about that. Where are we up to here? Oh, then I found, just get rid of some of these comments from my friends. Boom and boom. And if you stay around long enough, I will show you my puppy too. So then I found, same guy again, trying to get you to use Supernova as the referral code. Now, don't sign up. You can use Supernova if you want. I'm not affiliated with him in any which way or form, and I would strongly suggest don't even get involved. Don't spend any of your time in this. I've already spent 2 hours of my life wasting looking and researching as much about this as I can. So then I did a search for Super.One games, scam or legit, and I found quite a few links, and I found Scam Advisor. I found behindmlm.com, which is my favorite website. If you're ever in doubt whether these 99.9% of all these people that ask you to invest in them using crypto are scams, making my job very easy. But convincing 99.9% of the population is a bloody hard job, because you guys don't believe it unless you're saying I don't have my expertise and what would I know I'm talking about. Mate, there's a pattern with every single one of them, and it's just disgusting. So search for Super.One games, scam or legit. Do your own research. People like me have got better things to do with our time than make up stories about these companies. So anyway, so the first one I did is I found this article here called "Is Super.One a Scam? Crypto Gaming Money Machine?" And I went down to the bottom here, and I'm going to read these out. So this guy is really cool. So the first flag, I might turn the sound down a little bit, might be a bit loud, so excuse me if it blows your eardrums.
Red flag number 1. Owner is linked to Ponzi scheme. The founder of Super.One, Andreas Christensen, is associated with a proven Ponzi scheme known as Mojo. The scheme has been running for quite some time, with Mr. Christensen leading the operation, and has scammed countless people out of their hard-earned dollars. From what I understand, Super.One and Mojo have no official ties, but with unclear management information from both sites, this is hardly a surprise.
Right, so there you go. So the Andreas is involved in another one called Mojo. I haven't done any research on that company other than finding some stuff on Behind MLM. And number 2 red flag, which we're going to listen to.
Red flag number 2. No tangible products services. Super.One does not sell a damn thing. Even the gaming app the company is so proud of isn't playable by the public. Even the teens group from China is pushing fake wellness products.
Right, so some of the advertising you've seen on it is fake wellness products. So yes, you got to look at that, don't you? Good stuff, mate. I don't know whose website this is, but as I said, you search for is Super.One a scam or legit, and you find sites like this who have done more due diligence than me. Let's go to flag number 3.
Red flag number 3. Vague information. As mentioned early on in this article, Super.One sprinkles tech terms like blockchain innovation and crypto when introducing the business. However, it doesn't actually tell us about the business model, at least not in simple terms. We're expected to believe that money appears out of thin air, waiting to be distributed to investors. If you believe that, you're streets behind. And then there's the whole gaming app crowdfunding spiel. Is the game in the final steps of production? How come a company needs $10 million in spots before releasing it? Do we play the game to earn profits, or does a super smart computer play the game for us? Whatever the case may be, Super.One provides absolutely no piece of evidence that the game even exists.
So there you go. So that's a big red flag right there. Red flag number 4.
Red flag number 4. It is a relaunch of a failed Ponzi scheme. Super.One came about in 2018 as an Ethereum lottery scheme that failed shortly after launching. With 2 billion valueless tokens, Mr. Christensen decided to reopen Super.One and brand it as an innovative investment platform that combines gaming with crypto. In the end, Super.One still emphasizes its recruitment and rewards system. Even a blind man can see that the new Super.One is a feeble attempt at scamming unsuspecting individuals into handing over their money for nothing.
Awesome, man. Now this one might be a bit hard for me to get my computer to read it, but let's give it a go for the first paragraph.
Red flag number 5. Conflicting information. One of the sillier things I noticed about Super.One is how access to the scam is by invitation only. Existing members can bring in new members to ensure their tight-knit community stays that way.
Right, and the last part of that, the red flag number 5, I think it was.
But when you open the site, you're met with a large Join Now button in the middle of your screen. If this is Mr. Christensen's way of personally inviting me into his Ponzi scheme relaunch, I'm flattered. If you take the time to browse through the help section, you'll find that getting into SuperOne is pretty easy, provided you coughed up $25 worth of ETH.
Right. Okay, and I will read the verdict, and seeing this guy's girl has put such good information together. Let's go for the whole hog.
Avoid SuperOne. It's as clear as day. SuperOne, a company led by unknown people that uses your money for unknown purposes to earn you a profit from unknown sources, is a huge, steaming pile of scams leveraging on cryptocurrency are aplenty. Beware of CoinFinance Group and Forsage. While we're at the subject, there are legit ways to make money online without getting scammed. Unfortunately, SuperOne screams scam from afar. If you want a better way to build a sustainable online income, check out this program, which I'm a member for years.
Always get a bit dubious when these guys do actually bag these as scams, and then they push you into or suggest that you get involved in another opportunity. However, the information that he did say made a lot of sense to me. If that made a lot of sense to you, then so did the presentation. So you've got to read the presentation that's been presented to you and then go, oh, that makes sense. Then read this stuff and then go, oh, that makes sense. And then don't invest in anything. Don't do anything with your money. Don't give it to those people. But the one I do give most credibility to is this one here. And I'm not going to read the whole lot. You can do it yourself. But I'm just going to go for the first big chunky paragraph about Mr. Andreas.
SuperOne launched 2 years ago as an Ethereum smart contract Ponzi scheme. The company sold SuperOne token lottery tickets for 0.1 ETH each. Lottery winners were allegedly selected by proprietary algorithms. On the back end, affiliate investors were able to invest in and cash out SuperOne tokens, which went up in value as more Ethereum was invested. The MLM side of SuperOne's business model was pyramid recruitment. You signed up, invest in SuperOne tokens, and commissions were paid when you recruited others who did the same. Of the 2 billion SuperOne tokens created out of thin air, founder Andreas Christensen retained half. SuperOne collapsed shortly after launch, leaving Christensen and initial investors bag holding worthless tokens. In an effort to create an opportunity to sell off SuperOne tokens, a few months ago the company was resurrected. Same company owner, same tokens, but they've added a mobile game and changed the comp plan up. Andreas Christensen, right, is from Norway. Whether he's running SuperOne from Norway or elsewhere, however, is unclear.
Yeah, so, I mean, do you really need, how much evidence do you need, people like me, to show you that this is a sketchy business opportunity? Read it on behindmultilevelmarketing.com. The only one is, this is back in 2018, so it's 3 years ago.
SuperOne provide no information on their website about who owns or runs the business. The SuperOne website domain, Super.One, was first registered on July 24, 2017. The domain registration details were recently updated on March 3, 2018, suggesting this is when the current owner, S, took possession of it. A marketing video on the SuperOne website features a narrator with a thick European accent. A lead I received via email links 3 Norwegians.
All right, you get the idea anyway. It sounds like he's got a history of it. This goes back to 2015. This is one of the investors. If we went through this company that they're talking about here, you can see that Andreas has a history. Oh, look, there's myself promoting myself on a paid advert. That's interesting. Yeah, but he's got a history of people being scammed, basically. Use behindemailm.com whenever you get an opportunity. Some Juvia's pages. Okay, but this one here is somebody who did invest, and this is some good wording from someone who got scammed by them recently. Okay, so this is on the this is last year, but anyway, good words to listen.
Scammers ***. It's highly likely that any page or positive reviews is created by Super.One Investments. I deposited the minimum $250, then was hounded for more. I put more and they wanted even more, phoning 17 times in 3 hours.
Whoa.
They harass you even when you tell them you are driving. I filled out the withdrawal form which account manager Stephen Gates said would take 1 minute. 3 weeks later and an excessive amount of emails later, my balance is 0 and no refund. I have sent and resent all ID compliances and stated my distrust of Stephen Gates. All I get is that I have to talk to him and what a wonderful person he is. My loss is a game to them. Thieves take your property and won't return it. Super.One has taken my money and won't return it.
Boom. There you go. So that's one disgruntled company. I did do a quick, I only did 2 hours worth of research on this, so don't. So then obviously I did a search for Andreas, how do we say his name?
Andreas Christensen.
Yeah, and then I found quite a few articles. So researched the guy that owns it, and I've got a video of him talking about it in a minute. So here's the Super.One website. Don't get too excited, ladies and gentlemen. We probably have that same video playing in the background in a second, which I won't bore you to. You can watch the video. You can read is it the light paper? I thought it was called white paper, whatever it is. But you can read all about those companies. Often it's when you read the white papers, which I'm no good at doing because I have dyslexia and I've never read anything in my life, is you actually find it's not a white paper. It's actually, I think that's actually the presentation we just watched, is it not? It is. So it's more of a promotional, it's their PowerPoint presentation. Maybe I should put together and do a PowerPoint presentation on this. This is exactly what it is. This isn't a white paper. This is a friggin' PowerPoint presentation. And I bet have they got the investment, the $50,000 investment opportunities? Let's see where it is. Have they got the prices on it? Oh my goodness. I'd love to spend the time, but I don't have the time, ladies and gentlemen, to go through and find all these people and find their involvement with this company. Just bamboozling, I tell you. So anyway, there's the video. There's the website. There's Andreas there. Don't want to bore you with that anymore. So I've scouted around the internet, and then all of a sudden I've found other people running these PowerPoint presentations and trying to convince their friends and family to get involved in this new scam that's coming out. And it's just a rinse and repeat. You've got people coming on
kind of like
asking questions, and I'm sure if you tune into these videos, you'll get the same people every week asking the same questions, blah, blah, blah. Let's not bore you with that. Obviously, you can get people who are now showing you how to log into the back end and how to invite a friend. It's all about promoting your downline. So it disgusts me, to be honest. But anyway, so there was Amanda Lee. She's got 39 views when she put her video online, and she's desperately trying to build her wealth from home. So good on you, Amanda Lee. This guy, I think we just showed a video of his, but he's pretty serious. And he's going to walk you through it just like Dave did. So don't get involved in this, but you'll find...
we have a huge market there.
Huge market.
And think about Bollywood too. For example, Bollywood or K-pop. You don't know so much about K-pop, but K-pop is huge.
Huge. I always love going to the end of these videos and listening to the dumb questions.
So this is
I don't know if he's got any dumb questions in this one.
And me today. And if you need help, I love to do presentation for teams and stuff like that and help out.
Oh, he's a very helpful guy, isn't he? And then we've got Grandpa Crypto, which isn't Grandpa Crypto, but I'm going to do it. I'm halfway through doing a video on Grandpa Crypto, who has taken 2,500 people's money. Well, he's signed up 2,500 people via Hyperverse. He's a VIP 5 now, and I'm halfway through doing a video on him. But when I saw this guy, I thought, oh no, that's their version of Grandpa Crypto. And he's talking about this amazing opportunity that you want to get involved in. He's got 682 views on his video, so he's a legend, this guy. But let's have a look at John. John, let's see what he's got involved. He's got 1.1 people who have signed up for his YouTube channel. Good on you, mate. Now, I can pretty much guess if I went through... I haven't looked at this beforehand, but I'm pretty sure if I go through his videos, I'll probably find something with Hyperverse in there. But that's the deeper I dig when I'm researching these people, I find they've all got a background. They've all followed these scams from one to the other. So here's another guy who's looks like he's older in age, overexposed there in your image, mate, just saying. And once again, scamming people. Then we've got the, I think that is just, oh yeah, it's in Asia. Oh my God. SuperOne Asia. So they've got a YouTube channel, and I'm pretty sure they will have a whole lot of videos. Oh no, just a few videos. So let's see, we've got video uploaded a year ago, 50 views. A video uploaded a year ago, 29 views. A year ago, 153. So this YouTube channel really got some big traction. So getting, I don't know if it's $10 million together, or is it 10 million users together before they launch this app. When you see the demand for what they're trying to promote, it doesn't add up. So for them to get 10 million units or 10 million users, I'm not sure, or $10 million, you can see that there isn't much demand. Now, if I did a video on Hyperverse, I would normally get 1,000 people plus looking at that within 5 days. But you can see that these videos are online and they're very little views, which basically means that it's not getting any traction. The app will never get launched and you'll never get your money back. And they'll just tell you to hurry up and wait. All right, so let's get rid of that YouTube channel. Now we're down to the very last. We have got, I found this must be the guy I think I was looking at earlier on.
Right, good.
Another opportunity.
Everyone starts from the same level, which we call the freshman.
Oh, I think the reason I brought up this one, he must have had a video on whatever we're talking about. I'm forgetting. I've been doing this for nearly 2 hours. But what I'd like to show you is these same guys are involved in every multi-level marketing package out there. So it doesn't really matter. All right, and the last one, hopefully this is the last one, we have got the owner of the company showing everyone his own presentation. Let's see if we can get that going.
And that happened more or less over the past year. In some sense, maybe not an impressive number. In other sense, very impressive. There's not that many companies that have 50,000 paid users and token holders. That's what we have now.
So here he is, Andreas. So very successful businessman, very clever businessman, and has been presenting to people a very exciting opportunity. And here he is in front of the computer trying to encourage you to invest in his latest. So June the 20th, this video went live, and he's very impressive, very cool. But Phantom Metaverse, you heard about it here. If you've got any questions about anything at all to do with SuperOne, please don't ask me. No, do ask me. And go to theheck.com. I've got a contact page there. You're more than welcome to go there and tell me anything that you've found that looks a bit scammy, because I want to bust these Ponzi schemes, and I want to bust these people that are doing these Zoom meetings and setting up these meetup groups, encouraging you to go along to events to educate you on the blockchain and the metaverse, when a lot of these scams don't have anything to do with crypto and they don't have anything to do with the blockchain. They're just using that platform to scam you, and they use those big jumpy names out there to sort of bamboozle you with science to encourage you to get involved. And 95% of the people that I communicate with will leave messages on my comments on my YouTube channel, say they didn't really know what it was all about, but a friend of theirs had done the research and they took them on their word and they got involved that way. So don't be one of those people. Do your own research. Don't give away your crypto. It's hard enough to get these days. Wouldn't you agree? And what's wrong with building up a business old-fashioned style? My business just about died when COVID happened. I had 150 small to medium-sized businesses that used to come along to my business networking company. And we'd get a lot of newbies coming along who would have a new idea or something they would like to set up a business with. And we'd do a feasibility study, sort of figuring out whether it was a penguin, as one of our business coaches labeled a business a penguin when it was a a cute bird that would never fly. And that's what some people do when they get into business. They don't understand what a business is all about. I do drop shipping. That's been my savior at the moment. It won't last forever, but it's managed to keep the wolf from the door when I lost my other business due to COVID. And these businesses that used to come along, we were quite nimble. We could turn on a dime. We could, for example, my main income come from running my business networking company. As soon as COVID happened, we couldn't get together face to face. We tried to run meetings on Zoom. Then I reinvented myself and I started doing workshop training, teaching people how to do things they want to do in front of a computer, like how to set up a website or how to set up an online course, how to set up a podcast, all that sort of stuff. And that hasn't really worked. But in the meantime, I've discovered YouTube. And all the gear I've got and the lighting and the good microphones, I'm now using that for a YouTuber. Now, I'm able to pivot my business and I'm able to turn on a dime. But these get-rich-quick schemes where you can invest money and get quick return sounds very enticing in the have-now world we live in. But the reality of it is it's just not going to happen, kids. So there's no such thing. As I said during this video, and I don't want to bore you with it again, but if you put your money in the bank, it doesn't drop like crypto does. Banks, yeah, okay, they might be scamming us. They may not give us any interest for our money, but at least it's locked in. And then if you go out and you have a product or a service, you make a profit, and you put that money in the bank. So you get your $1,000, you put that in the bank, and now you have $11,000 in the bank. It's like 10% interest in a way, isn't it? So this is another way of building your wealth. And it's not what you know, it's who you know. So it's the people, your friends, your family. Do you really want to be like Natalie and Dave? I mean, every time there's a guy called Goman. He was an Australian guy. And every time he rings up his friends, they go, oh, what are you doing now, mate? Because they knew every time he rung them, he's going to try pushing them onto another opportunity. I mean, do you want to have friends in your life? Or do you want those friends to think that you're just totally trying to scam people out of money? And then what happens when it all goes pear-shaped? I mean, friends and family are the most important thing, especially at the moment. Having the right mindset is really important at the moment. Don't get involved in these dirty pyramid schemes. People tell me, oh, it's not a pyramid scheme. Oh, it's not a Ponzi scheme. Oh, it's not a scam. Oh, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. Oh, this is where you get your crypto and you put it in someone else's care, and on a handshake, often these people don't even have a proper registered company, like Hyperverse, no registered company, and they say that Sam Lee and Ryan Jew are guys that have made all these billions and millions of dollars, and because you're going to rub shoulders with them, theoretically, you're going to get some of their wealth, and then they're nowhere to be seen. No one can communicate with them. They've defrauded Australia. Sam Lee got Blockchain Global on the Australian share market. It took 3 attempts. When he got it there, he got investments of $49 million and then decided to take off with it and nowhere to be seen. And theoretically, he's behind Hyperverse and Hypernation, theoretically. And also there's another crowd out there called SuperOne, and they're saying that Sam Lee and Ryan have jumped ships. And then you've got Kalpesh Patel, who was disgusted when Hyperverse turned into Hypernation. So he decided that he's going to have nothing to do with Hibernation. And Keith Williams and Kalpesh Patel are no longer friends. They've been friends for 25 years scamming people. Kalpesh has been doing network marketing for, I think, 27 years. And then Keith has been doing it for 41 years. And that's what these guys do. So now Kalpesh Patel was onto another company called, is it WeWe? I've forgotten what it is, but I'm going to do a video about that. But just 3 weeks ago, he was pushing another company called GS Partners. You know, it just goes on and on and on. Just don't get involved in this crap. And when I see these Australian people, which are our neighbours, pushing scams to on the internet, hoping that you're going to be dumb enough to invest to help build up their financial independence, just makes me vomit in a bucket. Anyway, so that's me. That's my rant. I'm going to put my music on. Now, as I said earlier on, I keep looking down at my feet because I've got a new friend in the office. Now I'm going to pick him up and I'm going to show you my little friend. First of all, I'm going to fix up my lighting that seems to have been picked up. Green screen, still not working. Let's go to that one. Oh, it's been naughty. Here I'm trying to get rid of my my lights must have played up. Color picker. No. Shrink color. I don't know. This sometimes pisses me off. But anyway, let's not focus on. If you're looking at what I'm trying to fix, as you can see the ball, and you can see Andreas' head's got pimples on it. Right, come here, little fella. Come here. Oh, this is Pixel. Oh, Pixel's just come up from sleep. Pixel, look at the camera. Over here. Here. No. So Pixel is gorgeous. He's my new best friend. I used to have a little wee dog called Apple for 11 years, and he disappeared really quickly, and I missed him to bits. And just yesterday, we took hold of this guy. He's been sleeping at my feet. He wants to sleep on my feet. Can you see the camera? Let's go this way. There you go. But I'm going to hold you up both hands. That. Oh, he's not happy. That is one cute little doggy who's half asleep. Say hello to the camera. He's cool. So his name's Pixel. He's a schnoodle. So he's American Schnauzer and a toy poodle. Very good natured dogs. So I'm really looking forward to having him in the family. So I'm going to take him outside for a wee. That was 2 hours. So please do like and subscribe. And also the thumbs up really helps the rhythm. I can't even say it. And just remember, hope you enjoyed my rant. And thanks for watching my video. Have a great day. Hello, Danny speaking.
Yeah, g'day. Is that Danny?
Yeah, how you going, mate?
Yeah, good, Danny. It's Dave. You sent me a couple of messages.
Oh, yep. About SuperOne, is that right?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, I'm just.
So, what would you like to know?
I'm just more concerned about it being a Ponzi scheme, to be honest.
Yeah. So, what's your understanding of a Ponzi scheme?
Where they don't actually have a product or a service, and they rely on people signing up to generate the money to pay out rewards to people.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's great. I don't think it fits into that category because people are buying something when they join up. And then the ultimate goal is the game when that gets released. And obviously it's not there yet. It's very early stages. So
what do they actually buy when you sign up?
NFTs and tokens, part of a package.
Yeah, I wouldn't really say they're real because they're just basically no one can really give a value of what an NFT is.
Yeah, exactly. So, so that means every NFT fits into that same category, doesn't it?
Yeah, hence why I don't buy NFTs, to be honest.
Yeah.
Have you been involved in other stuff like this in the past, or is this the first time you've been involved in... Because this is multi-level marketing, obviously.
No, I understand how the network marketing space works. Essentially, it's the best way to market anything. Everything goes by word of mouth. There's lots of good things and there's lots of bad things.
Right.
Question is, you just got to find the ones which you think are okay.
Yeah, and have you been involved in other ones like Hyperverse?
I really like what we're looking at here with SuperOne, and I'm really interested to see when it hits the App Store and the gameplay starts, because I think based on the concept and everything I've seen and the background and the conversations I've had with the owners, it really does have a good chance of going.
So if they really spent 100,000 hours on development with this app, is that what you said in your presentation?
Are you actually interested in getting involved, or you just want to fact check everything of the presentation?
Well, if I listen to the presentation, you say you've got to do your own research, and everyone says you've got to do your due diligence. But every time you ask people like yourself questions, it becomes like I'm not allowed to.
Oh, I didn't say you weren't allowed to ask the question. I was just asking what sort of information you're looking for. Because some things you can prove and some things you can't. And then everybody has to then make their own decision on what they can see and what they believe in.
So did you get involved in Hyperverse? Because I noticed that in your Twitter feed that you mentioned Hyperverse quite a lot, and you've promoted that. So I'm just wondering if you felt that was a good investment at the time and got involved in that.
Yeah. So what are you actually fishing for, Danny?
In your video, you said you can ask questions. So I'm asking questions about, you're encouraging me to invest in a SuperOne.
No, I'm not encouraging anybody to do anything.
But you've obviously sat in front of a computer with quite a few Zoom meetings, and you're telling people that this is a good investment.
Yeah, happy to explain to people what it's all about, and so that they can make up their own mind as to what they want to do.
So I've done a bit of research on the owner of the company, and he's been involved in another system that doesn't seem like it's actually panned out very well. You maybe have you heard of? I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but it's Mojo. I'll just read it to you. Mojo.
I can't really comment on what they've done in the past. Yeah, I've looked into it. I know I'm comfortable with where it sits and what my involvement is. You know, and not every business is successful, Danny. And you've probably been down that pathway yourself. Not every one of your videos will get likes.
Well, it doesn't really matter about the likes and the videos. It's finding out, you know, like if you did a search on the internet and you put in there about is SuperOne a scam or legitimate, I find numerous articles saying that it's a scam and not to get involved. But then I watched the video, and also they released this about 3 years ago under the same name, and then they pulled it off, and now they're putting it back on again. So I'm sort of wondering, you know, like that would bring waves a lot of red flags, really.
So what you're saying is you're out there to protect the world from themselves. You're not out there to make money out of your videos or your website or your coaching. This is all altruistic. You've got a separate revenue stream, and if you just happen to get a little bit of
that's a cop out
on some of your videos,
that's a cop out. Because what you're saying is I'm not allowed to talk about you guys scamming people because my hidden agenda is that YouTube pay me for the videos.
You can talk about what you like. Yeah, it's a free world. I'm in Australia. You're in New Zealand.
Yeah.
There's no jurisdictional capacity for me to shut you down. So, you go for broke, and social media is the shit show anyway. Anybody can say what they want, and nobody has to fact check anything.
Yeah, well, I've done that. I've checked the facts out. I've watched your video. I've done about 2 hours worth of research and got quite an amazing lot of evidence to say it's a Ponzi scheme. And in about half an hour, there'll be a 2-hour-long video about you and Natalie on the internet. And I'm also recording this conversation at the moment. And I just think you guys need to do your due diligence. You can't just sit there in front of a Zoom meeting and think you've got the right to scam people.
Here's the thing, Danny. You just told me after you started recording our conversation that you're recording our conversation.
I don't need to tell you. I can record my own conversations.
I'm sorry. Your New Zealand laws say you do.
No, you're wrong.
As do our Australian laws say you do. So be really, really careful now.
No, I don't need to be careful, mate. I know my stuff. Now, I can record a conversation of myself talking to somebody. If I was recording you and you, like in your bathroom, that's illegal, but I'm allowed to record myself. So I can record myself talking to you.
You're not allowed to use any of that information.
No, I can. I'm about to use it, mate. This video. I mean, you're just a multi-level marketing scammer in my eyes. I don't have any respect for you and your business.
I love how you can say that multi-level marketing is a scam just because it's multi-level marketing. I mean,
it's illegal. You're telling me about the law. If you do a research in your company, you aren't allowed to promote companies that are multi-level marketing.
If multi-level marketing was illegal, there would be no multi-level marketing.
This is flagged. If you go to your financial advising people in your country, what do they call the financial institute, and try to find a financial advisor to promote what you're promoting. This has been reskinned and rebranded and re-put on the internet, numerous times. And the founder of the company that you're raving about...
You can say whatever you like on social media, and you're going to. And, mate, if you want to make your money out of bagging everything,
I don't make my money. It's none of your business how I make my money.
And if this rockets ahead,
mate, I might be a multi-millionaire who does this for charity to save people. And all you can do is wave a little wee flag saying, I'm just trying to make some money. And that's my motive. Get real. You don't know anything about me.
Oh, hey, so that's fantastic. They're an altruistic crusader for the people. Good on you, mate.
And you're a dirty rotten scammer, mate. You're the low life. You're the bottom of the pit of the earth, mate. You're just a scammer, a dirty Aussie.